Welcome back. We are us, and I think we're just going to start the episode. Why? Okay, I remember that. And then we've got the hibernation room there. But I do want to drop by again. I mean, maybe we should just go directly. You know what? I have thought of a topic I want to talk about. McAfee antivirus. I despise it. From the depths of my soul, I truly, truly do. Who in their right mind thought, hey, let's make our antivirus as difficult to get rid of as actual malware? They should be fired. And then the idiot who thought to themselves about it and then okayed it, that guy should be fired too. There is no reason that you should have to uninstall, and frankly, for me, the uninstalling process hasn't even actually worked yet. So, I've got that going for me. But who in their right mind thought to themselves, let's make it hard to uninstall, and then on top of that, And then on top of that, you also are going to need to then download a specific tool from our website to then scrape whatever happens to be left of McAfee antivirus if you've managed to successfully uninstall it from your system. What? Who does that? Genuinely, who does that? I don't know if we'll be able to do anything with that right now. And I mean, no matter how you look at it, we really had no choice but to use the 3 awakening orbs to wake my favorite girl, Coco, and her 2 friends. I mean, I like Yi's alright. I just don't like her name. Wish I could take the orbs back and then try to wake up Clara. Oh yeah, by the way, yesterday's thumbnail came out great. I spent so much time on that, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. When I screen capped the scene with her in it, I wasn't sure I'd be able to do anything with it, but I had to try, right? I had to. And I'm still holding on to the one for Clara. I might not use that anytime soon, or maybe there's going to be an opportunity later on where we get to actually talk to her, and then I can whip it out. And then I can also use the thumbnail. Well, the image as the thumbnail. I don't want to go up here. I can't go up there. I'm not going to forget that's where Clara's currently at. I don't think we can get in here. I mean, I'd have gone in there already otherwise, right? So, honestly, I don't think there's anywhere for us to go except back to Arcadia. I've still got to purge that room of life so I can get to the freaking memo card. I might be able to do it. Clara, last episode, put me through the Clara bot put me through my paces. But it also showed me the value of swapping weapons mid-combat rather than relying on a single one. So I might be able to actually kill them. Why aren't it's because I have to reinstall the goddamn game every single time I want to play it. So no matter how many of the custom markers I use, they're just going to be gone the next episode because I have to reinstall the game, because GeForce Now couldn't care less about actually having this hard installed on all of their... I honestly don't know how they have things set up over there. But you get the point. And this is actually aids. I need to have those markers stay so I know where there are points of interest. For example, I'm pretty sure in one of these two rooms, there's an event that occurs at 1955 or 1955 hours. And I need to... Can we actually even get to our... Where's Arcadia? Okay, so this is where Arcadia is. Yeah, we can get there, no problem. I don't know how many rooms we'd have to take. So, we'll do that. Let's go find out who was taking those photos. Oh, that's what's causing the issues. Okay, I was wondering why I was having such frame issues. And I remember. I'm having frame issues because I'm currently trying to have McAfee uninstall itself. And I mean, you'd think I would have learned the first time when I left it running for 15 minutes and it made no visible progress. Sure, it could be one of those things where it's making progress, but it's not showing it on the literal readout that shows its progress, or is meant to show its progress. I didn't realize we were at the train already. I do need to buy stuff from here. I'm not going to get... Okay, good. Actually... Yeah. I still want to clear out that room, and I want to do it while there's temporal stasis, so I get the best rewards, but... 9 coils is going to be, that's going to be a lot to run out. Anyway, what the frick was I talking about? Right, McAfee and my absolute hatred of it. Don't use McAfee. Just don't. Please don't. Let them suffer and die as they deserve. Let them fade away. And be unfondly is not a word. Just let them fade away, please. No one who does what they've done with their software should remain a solvent company. Unfortunately, don't have any room for expansions. This is just a single... Nope. It is a block. Oh. Oh, that's easy then. This. Suck me softly. Got them all in, and actually we want to go to the weapons now. So, separately, the Umbrella Spear, when you look at these two weapons in a vacuum, the Umbrella Spear is superior. Mostly because it deals its damage extremely quickly, and it's got the ability to counter when you parry, which is really good for applying Chrono Fluid when you need to stay on the defensive. But the Whip Hammer also, it has its value as well, I have to be honest. While its attack speed is obviously slower, it's not so significantly slow that you can actually feel the loss in DPS. Plus it hits 3 times, so if you can get your attack high enough, you probably could out-damage the Umbrella Spear. Yeah, it probably has a higher DPS potential. And it has so far as I'm aware, the best form of parry, which is omnidirectional. And probably the most, as far as I'm currently aware, the most effective application of Chrono Fluid in its charged attack. It's so good. Like last episode you would have seen it against Clara. It applies it so fast. It's too good. But again, the Umbrella Spear it comes out ahead just a little, but it suffers significantly score-wise because its parry is only forward-facing. In like a really, really narrow section. So, I want to upgrade one of these guys, and I don't know who to go for. We do have the checkpoint marked, so if necessary, we could just die and then reset, and we could get the Chrono Petals? No, I'm pretty sure the Chrono Petals expand our Chrono Shell. Or enhance the Chrono Shell. Sweet. I wonder if retaliation would work against... No, see, it's only showing yellow attack or yellow flash attack. I was wondering if it might be able to deflect red flash attacks, which are normally unblockable. That would give it significant value, but I can't imagine that they would have it work that way. In trade-off, I don't see it being valuable. I want to like it, and sure, it'd be great for skill expression, except you can interrupt pretty much any attack animation, as far as I'm aware, because I'm keeping in mind that we don't have the third weapon yet. As far as I'm aware, you can interrupt any attack animation with an immediate parry. Why would you instead spend your time operating around 3 hits. That's just a loss of DPS on the off chance that the enemy attacks within the window of timing for that third attack. It's not good. So which one do we upgrade? Hurt me good or poke me good? Which one do we want more? Well, we did save at the checkpoint. Well, not checkpoint. We did save on Arcadia just a moment ago. So maybe we won't have to worry too much. Man, I hope the stuff in this section is good, because if it's not, I'm just going to be so sad. And so, Whip Hammer is now upgraded to level 3, unlocking the tier 3 skills for it. What are we getting with it? Well, slightly increased Whip Hammer attack, as you would expect, and marginally increasing, and a marginal, whatever that's supposed to mean, increase to Kotama's base attack. Then, we have Morph attack. Press the right shoulder button and B or A to switch to the Whip Hammer, performing a hammer lunge and gaining super armor during the attack. I can't tell if that's supposed to be good or not. I don't know. We'll have to get it and see. Then we have Waltz SP, an active skill bound to the right shoulder button and X, which causes you to perform a continuous whip flurry, dealing multiple hits across a wide area in front of and behind Kotama. It can be performed again by pressing the same button combination shortly after the previous use. Okay, so it's basically just a side grade to Waltz that allows you to recast it. I can't imagine why they would think this is interesting enough on its own. Like, I am unfathomably whelmed by this. What is this change supposed to bring? Because I can basically do the same thing by using 2 charges. Am I supposed to be getting an extra use of it for free? I would assume so, because why would you think this is... I don't see the value in it. I would have to actually get it and use it to see. That might have been a bad purchase, folks. You know what? If you could crit in this game, the Whip Hammer would obviously be the winner in terms of DPS. But as far as I know, that isn't a thing, so it's probably always going to be just barely inferior to the whip or the umbrella spear. So if you double tap it while you have the whip equipped, you get the same effect. 72 damage. Is that worth it? I mean, it doesn't have an interaction with the heavy attack. And by that I mean it doesn't do the fully charged attack like, well, this does it. See, into a fully charged heavy, but unless there is a memo card that increases your heavy attack damage when it's fully charged, I see no value whatsoever in fully charging it. I've tried it before, and the difference between a fully charged heavy attack and one that's just immediately allowed to fly is so negligible as to be laughable. I think the difference was maybe 10 points of damage. So the attack is now, her attack is now 15. So I guess upgrading the other weapons does affect her overall damage. Oh right, we can't heal, so we can't see how much. I would assume that it's just going to double the cost. We need to go... Can't go that way yet. It wants us... Ooh, frick, all the way over here? Why? And so now I've also got to keep an eye out for openings in the ceiling and possible ways up there, because we found a gachapon machine last episode that I was completely unaware it was even there. Like I've been up until that point, I had just been paranoid that, you know, there might be a breakable wall disguised as ceiling. But we should go this way. But I saw that up there, and now I'm just going to be paranoid going everywhere. I am going to still try to clear out that room, probably at the end of the episode. I'll probably give it... No, frick, that's what we needed to do. I needed to go and see what was up with the event room at 1955. So we actually have to go back. That might be an okay combo. Maybe? What? Oh, that's why I actually have to prep. Yeah, I'd rather just... I don't think I'm going to like that. So, during the boss fight with Clara, which way do we need to go? It's up here. During the boss fight with Clara, I was able to keep track of other things. Okay, so we just insta-kill them now. Nice. That didn't work because he was too far to get the third hit. Let me get yours. And I can interrupt it. Okay, this stuttering is actually getting on my nerves. Let me check and see if McAfee is actually uninstalling or not. Allow me to apologize first about the previous 30 minutes of video. Apparently, it was in fact a bad idea to try to have McAfee uninstall itself and then launch GeForce Now. And then start recording. So, chances are pretty good that those 30 minutes are going to be unwatchable. Which means I'm probably going to have to just toss all of it out. And I apologize. Because, I mean, aside from the McAfee hate, there were some other good topics in there, right? Yep. Now I have to go and buy it again. But I mean, the stuttering has stopped, which is great. I love that for us. I don't love having to do this again, but it's a necessary evil. And I'm not going to do it for the umbrella spear. We're going to stick with this for now. I've made my bed. I'm going to try lying in it. So it takes 7 hits with this to max out the chrono fluid on it. Whereas in the first hit of that, it's not great. I think there's probably more leeway with the charged attack than with this switch attack. Though the charge attack does 31 damage per hit, and it hits 3 times. The charged attack is looking like the winner here. So the entire point was we went there to get the coils recharged in order to reactivate the flow of time in the academy. We did that. Ah, right. So I'm just trying to see how temporarily is to these guys. Maybe we could do a lap around? What time is it? 17, 18, and that's 19. I don't know which of these 2 rooms it is. Why didn't I get the one that lets me do the charge attack in the air? That's such good utility. That's the word. Oh, she's here already. Why are these here now? Motherfucker. Come and get it while it's nice and hot. How did you stumble upon this spot? This is my secret photo spot for the best sailfish shots. Now that you found it, guess I'll go sort these photos first. Yeah, you do that. Hot dog head. I don't know what the frick I was looking at there. She looks like she has either kendo gear with no face opening or like a split hot dog going on. It's if you don't watch anime, you won't know what I'm talking about, which is fine because I'm not really making that much effort to explain it properly. We don't need to. I'm actually surprised that works so well. Let's just go directly back to Arcadia. And you know, given how interesting the warp animation is, I can't understand why the wall climbing animation is so basic and bland. You have a girl with, let's just assume maximum chrono fluid control. She can become anything. She can reshape herself. Why does she wall climb like she's got joint problems all of a sudden? I just don't get it. I also want to go see how much the other thing is, so I can charge the... I don't want to say charge again. It's this one and... yeah, charged smite. So I can use charged smite in the air and keep the charge. That way if something's coming and I just don't have a good opportunity, I can jump to avoid the damage and not just have to lose the charge. I didn't get it. God dang it. Okay. We are going... I'm going to assume anywhere we haven't gone is because we can't get there right now. So we just keep heading left until everything... Okay. Still have no idea how I'm supposed to open that thing, but we'll find out. Oh, yes, we will. That's right. That shouldn't have happened. At this point, I'm better than that. this way. What do you mean I didn't? Great, now I have to go hunt it down. It's gotta be one of the umbrella ones. But I don't see anything. I don't know. Wait, so that there had to be something new there, right? But I read that. Yeah. Picnic, I remember the name. I remember the memo cards. Incomprehensible deafening music. Yep, that one is... Yeah. Your color, the three sisters, Clara. Jars, students, sleep. Yeah. Did I not? I definitely hit that thing, right? Okay. Why is a girl in a maid uniform complaining about the Biology Academy's research? You thought I wouldn't? The transfer students. The student named Claire mistook me for one of her own. She whispered to me that she too was from the outside, and she had been carefully hiding her identity from everyone else. The problem is, I have no memory of coming from outside. As far as I recall, I've always been at Carmel. I'm not sure why she'd misunderstand me this way, but a mention of the outside world has sparked my curiosity. I mean, it couldn't be more blatant than that, right? Speaking of blatant, I mean, not as good as Coco or Clara, but she certainly comes close. Hey there, Fluffy Tail. Mind pausing for a sec? What about her tail is fluffy? It is obviously gooey. Slick at the very least. I think the girls in this academy might be retarded. Which would be strange, because being so retarded that you don't know what fluffy is as opposed to slick when you are wearing something with fur on it, it's kind of weird. You must be the exchange student the president keeps talking about, right? Yeah, name's Kotama. Just as I figured. I'm Flora, the student health rep for the Biology Academy. Are you aware you were trapped in here? I mean, I would assume that somewhere out there, by out there I mean in this particular section of the academy, is access to Arcadia. So they wouldn't be truly stuck. But it's weird that I had to do what I did in order to just get here, including climbing the wall, now that I think about it. You're as special as the rumors say. Scratch that. Even more special than I heard. I can sense your immense power even from a distance. I mean, you've got quite the sizable radar dishes, so I don't imagine you miss a thing. Now that we're here, Kotama, mind if I run an experiment on you? Pretty please? That's out of the question. Relax, it's just a joke. Just curious, what's our legendary Miss Kotama doing in the Biology Academy? Are you the administrator here? My time will come, but for now it's still in. What do you need from her? I need to borrow her keepsake. Ah, I see, but you picked a bad time to ask. She left a few days back to check out the chronofungi outbreak zone. She was headed to the food processing plant deep within this academy. Normally you'd go through the flooded center to get there, but I bet the water level has risen by now. Well, let me show you the floodgate switch, Kotama. Of course, I'll need a small favor in return. What kind of favor? There's a student, Claire. She needs regular checkups due to her health issues. Lately, she's been keeping to herself, and I've been too swamped to track her down. If you come across Claire, please let her know that I'm waiting for her at the infirmary. Got it. I'll pass on the message. Deal. I'll be in the infirmary waiting for your good news. I don't imagine that Claire is how it's supposed to be pronounced, but I also can't get it up to care. So what's down here? Yeah. Hey there. Thick thighs save lives. Oh my. Yeah, I like her design too. It's a little on the Genshin side, which disgusts me. But I like it just the same. Woo! Well, task checked off for today. This is who we were looking for, and she's literally right here. She seems fine, by the way. What are you doing here? What? You found me? How did you even find this place? It's a top secret room. I broke through those walls. Who would go around smashing walls? Aren't you worried about getting in trouble with those disciplinary supervisors? Seriously, which academy are you from? Oh, hold on. Your ID reads exchange student. What does that mean? Are you also from outside of this Academy Citadel, just like me? From outside? I don't quite get it. Yeah, got it. I might have gone too far there. Let's keep that under wraps. It could cause issues if others find out. That's cool. You look a bit quirky, but hey, we're both outsiders, even if we play different roles here. Nice to meet you. I'm Claire, and I have a feeling we'll get along just fine. You've got somewhere you need to be. So she's apparently thinking that Kotama's tail is a balancing module rather than just an actual extension of her body. And then she asks if she can take her tail off to study it. And then goes on to assume that it is an implant. I think she might be brain damaged. While I am curious to know about the machine behind her, I also don't want to read it out, so I'm going to go. Right, she's above me. I met Claire, but she was hesitant about the checkup. Typical Claire. Shy as a hedgehog. Well, I've never actually seen one in person. She seemed quite lively, not like someone who's sick. Glad to know the vaccine I gave her earlier seems to be working. Thanks for the update, Kotama. By the way, have you ever wondered why I did all this? No. But if you're going to offer answers to questions I haven't asked, go ahead. That's the spirit. Keep that curiosity alive. Now, let Professor Flora fill you in on the details. Claire's physical traits are quite different from ours, or more accurately, from Carmel's students. It's like comparing a cat to a tiger. If left unchecked, it could lead to various health issues. I'll save the details for another time, Kotama. You asked me, so just tell me now. I would slap the tits off her if I could. Ooh, I didn't even notice this on the way through. To Administrator Lin, I thought it said person. I am a regular patron of your cafeteria and have long supported your services. However, I have recently encountered a series of issues during my meals that have significantly impacted my dining experience. Trusting in your commitment to quality, I am writing to bring these problems to your attention in hopes of prompt improvement. Biscuit quality. Now, oh, frick, I messed up. Where did it go? There it is. Biscuit quality. Now, the texture of the biscuits is extremely poor. They're unpleasantly hard, crumble excessively, and are nearly impossible to chew comfortably. This raises concerns about whether they are expired or improperly stored. And then there's the canned fruit. The processed fruit has a rubbery tire-like texture and tastes overwhelmingly of industrial sweetness with no natural flavor remaining. This treatment not only ruins the inherent quality of the ingredients, but also casts doubt on their freshness. Oh, and then there's the coffee. The most unacceptable part of it is the addition of dry tangerine peel powder to the coffee, a combination that is completely at odds with popular taste. The role of coffee should be to refresh and energize through caffeine, not to repel with unpalatable flavors. Anyway, in summary, I am deeply disappointed with the current food quality and service. As a student, I have the right to safe, healthy, and enjoyable meals. Not this. Tripe? Tripe doesn't fit. Not a real fan of the word tripe anyway, so that's fine. I read that. I sincerely hope your cafeteria will take swift action to address these issues and restore my confidence. Or they just put you in a pod and never have to worry about your opinion again. I know which one I would choose. And then on top of that, I would display you in the cafeteria with a sign that said, shouldn't have said anything. Just shouldn't have said anything. No further explanation, just one sentence. But that's just me. So there is another weapon here. I can't seem to call the train. Oh, there we go. I never walked through these things, so how would I know that that's key to... Okay. So... crap, if we end up dying now, we lose so much. And by so much, I mean progress. I don't want to have to talk to everyone again. At the same time, I find myself curious to know what is on the third tier of skills for the umbrella sphere. So I'm tempted to save and at the same time not. What do you mean? This business is just weird. Why do we have a green thing pooping on the floor? Hey, stop that. I didn't expect it to fight back. Okay. I disagree with that. I hit... Oh, we have a problem now, don't we? I haven't hit a checkpoint in a while, so I think we're actually stuck with everything we had. That's unfortunate. Oh well. I can wait. How about you don't? Thanks. The hunting team. Interested in joining the hunting team? A student who'd seen me take down a few plant monsters extended the invitation. According to her, it's a unit dedicated to handling incidents around the Biology Academy. I could tell you're built different. That's why I'm making an exception. I don't like that phrase, built different. I really don't. First off, it's not even proper English. It's built differently. Built different is Zoomer language, which I have a particular disdain for. Moving on, though, that's why I'm making an exception. I don't just offer this to anyone. Though she praised me highly, joining the hunting team wasn't why I came to Carmel. So, while she was still elaborating enthusiastically, I made my escape. Even from a distance, I could hear her shouting after me. I'm not giving up. Your skills will only truly come into their own in the hunting team. Then she was never heard from again. fricker actually? Oh, right. We never did test the... How much did that take? Let's find out. We need 21. Okay. Yeah, doubles it. Could have been worse. Actually, we could. I disagree wholeheartedly with that. Let me show you how much. Okay. So there's just a moving one up there. Got it. Let's not have that. Bye-bye. Yeah, the floor is safe. I think I got hit. I'm not sure. Not yet. Okay. Sure. Wait. Almost didn't notice. Yeah, almost didn't notice. quite bad. Okay. Occasionally I forget that I can actually heal myself. Yeah. How do we deal with the two of these idiots? He was not fully inked, but he got... I don't know what the proper term for it is. But I'm just going to call it stance broken. Motherfucker just hit me with the nunchucks. Okay. That's enough of that. That's upsetting. So we're going back to Arcadia. I think the double cost might actually be a little too brutal on our finances. What the frick? This way. Wow, we get nothing on the return for destroying that thing. Literally one whole point of health. WeArEuS, enter the death loop button. Really? That's annoying. Oh, goodness. Really? Okay. Really? Right in front of it? Okay, that's annoying. That's annoying. And now you're in the blender, buddy. Oh, yeah, so we shouldn't have come this way. This is fine. Ooh. I'm trying to get the... Okay. I'm trying to get the air... I don't know what to call that. Downward attack, right? I'm trying to get the air downward attack to become more natural. But, well, I'm trying to figure out a way to make it feel natural to maintain my time in the air. Because the umbrella spear, well, it's an umbrella that you can deploy in midair if you press the left shoulder button. But the whip hammer doesn't have an equivalent. I can't do that right now. I can wait. Great. Jumped and lost my charge. I almost died. No, I didn't. As long as we have even 1 point of Chronos show level, we're fine. The guide told me that the Biology Academy functions as a small-scale biosphere. Students grow crops and fruits, machines harvest them, and the decomposers process everything into food. On the surface, it seems like a straightforward cycle, but beneath that lie countless intricate details requiring careful control at every level. If one link fails, the entire system collapses. So, what role do I play in this biosphere? Best girl? I mean, is there any other role worth having? That's right. I wonder if I could destroy those. No, definitely not. Let's dance. Dang it. So yeah, if you get hit when you're not dashing, you stagger. I didn't expect that to work so well. I also didn't realize the heavy charged attack went off when it wanted. Why does that area even exist? Why are we here? I guess we can go down there, right? That's my fault. So we should be getting that other ability over here. I forgot I had skills. That seems like an oversight on my part. Because it's become extremely annoying. I'm not going to do it yet, because it would force me right through the door. I'm I'm trying to access the goddamn database and it won't let me. Campus cuisine. I overheard a few students discussing various campus rumors. They say Persipal. Okay. They say Persipal is it's most flavorful within 3 hours after vigorous exercise. Really? Eggeron tastes just like eggplant when raw, but when cooked, it turns surprisingly chicken-like. How was that even discovered? With bounce mushrooms, only the stem is safe to eat raw. The cap has to be roasted and dehydrated to remove toxins. Wait, that thing is edible? And how did these rumors even start? These aren't just rumors, they're from my cooking notes. By the way, you just ate all those ingredients in your lunch today. Sounds like attempted murder to me. Let's have none of that. Wrong one. Where are we? Up goes the Chrono Shell. By 15. Okay, yeah, those are definitely worth looking for. More accurately, worth finding. There's not really a way to look for them, per se. Okay, so violence against something durable is coming up, which might spell the end of the episode. Yep. Okay. Yep. I knew it would deal damage. Right. Yep. Okay. Made of hate, got it. Ooh, very close. He was not empowered by stasis. How do I know? Because he didn't blow up my Chrono Shell in a single hit. Why wasn't he empowered by the temporal stasis? I wish I knew. I really do. Let's hit the save point again, so just in case we don't have to fight that guy again. I made a bit of a mess of it, but overall it went alright. Unlike us, the life forms on that planet have clearly adapted to their stagnant environment. They possess no fixed form and are able to alter their shape like amoeba in response to their surroundings. They showed no hostility toward me, only intense curiosity. I was once surrounded by dozens of these amorphous beings, and though left utterly drenched in slime, nothing harmful occurred. I think we can all see where this is going, if you guys didn't figure it out sooner, like I did. But for those who aren't as savvy, or have just joined us, tracked, huh? Press left trigger near a traction ring to make Kotama dash a short distance toward it. A successful traction resets a double jump and air dash uses. I see. That's going to have... Ooh. Its uses. So we can't go home again. Mother fricker. I see why that's here now. Okay. There's a room in the top left side, above where we start. I like how we have no iframes after getting hit, by the way. Okay. Why? It seemed like a good idea, and then I remembered, right before I hit the button, the heavy attack in midair drives you into the ground, which is made of spikes here. Yeah. Okay. There are 3 of them. Of course there are. It literally, it makes sense that there would be. I find it offensive. God dang it. Of course, I even delayed for it. That's weird. I mean, I pressed the dash button. But in my head it seems like I pressed it in time. But it's entirely possible my timing was off. God dang it. There, that'll help. And I forgot that it's not on left trigger. I have the goddamn whip. That's user error. Of course, it's all been user error, honestly. So ignore that I said that. We all have the understanding that it's been my fault from the start. I mean, it would be one thing if their timing was similar, so that there'd be a rhythm, but their timing is completely different, separate, and therefore it's literally luck of the draw. It's the goddamn whip. Oh my god. If it weren't for the fact that it's resetting my goddamn weapon. Frick. Oh, and then they have a cooldown on reuse. So you better get it right the first time. Otherwise, you just smoke dick in the corner. Are you actually kidding me? I made it, and then she just stops at the door? What the frick? Why? Why does this place exist? Anyway. I will take another chrono battle. I hate What do you... Why did she stop moving? We were done. Now I have to do it all over again. And the umbrella sphere is still making its case. What the actual frick? Moving so fast. Still making its case for why it is the best weapon. Where are we? Okay. What do you... How did that not land? Oh no. Could have been better. Definitely been here. So, back the way we came then. Cheerio. I'm holding the analog stick to the right. I can't do much more than that. I don't... Oh, I'm supposed to dash and then... Oh, can't really go back, so... Okay, so this room is self-contained, which means there's... Yep, something of interest above us. It's fine, we'll be able to take a single hit. Too high. That'll make it a little easier. That's going to be rough. Life Jade Shard. Oh, that's going to be huge. Actually having extra Life Jades will be really good for us. wish I could look down. Easy enough. Okay. Hold up. There we go. That's unfortunate. Stop that. How do we... I don't see a way up there. Yeah, I don't see... All right. Crap. So last episode, I remember there was one of those things that give you the shards, this particular shard, in fact, that you need in order to, artificial gem, that you need in order to upgrade your weapons. I can't mark them out on the map because the map keeps resetting because I have to reinstall the game every time, and I can't play the game locally because my computer is just barely making it as it is, let's say. So I also have to be careful because if I die, I get sent back to this. And that's in that particular room with the what was it called? Tracked rings. I wish this game was like Neo, so I could move the camera around and look at, well, things. But not everything can be as good as Neo. God, that game was... After playing this, I have a renewed respect and love for that game. I think our only real move here is to head back to the central area. Pretty sure that's where that's where Arcadia is. I could go to Arcadia right now, in fact, and we need to. We should anyway, because why didn't I go in this room? There must have been a reason. I go in all the rooms. Right, I can't go down here because the area's flooded. Crap. I also don't remember seeing this artificial gem there, so that's kind of annoying. As things stand, I don't see a reason why we shouldn't just go back. Tomorrow's Thursday for me, so I'll have the ability to give the game more time, but as it stands, I'm sure we're at least at an hour and a half, and we shouldn't be, but we are, because I like the game, I really do. Not just because of Coco either, but I like the game. It is so very flawed in some pretty bad ways, but overall, it's a good time. I do like Meteor Fall. It's better if you start it up in front of the enemy, so they have to be either a slow start. This is really good against enemies that have larger models, because you get hits in for every rotation on the spin. And then you have the final hits damage. So I like it, but I don't think I'm actually upset we're stuck with Morph Attack, which I haven't used since we got it. Well, no, that's not true at all, actually. I remember I used it on the little statue things that act as platforms when you defeat them. I am curious to see if this is as garbage as I suspect it to be. So we've already saved. So let's see if it's trash. Okay. Nope, can't go directly into a charge with it either. I really don't see much value in the weapon swap attack. It doesn't do significant enough damage, especially considering this is the whip hammer, which has a charged attack. If it were the umbrella spear, maybe. I'd have to see, but maybe. Anyway, we are here for get one free cast, which is, I mean, it's free damage, and time is, it's somewhere between slowed and stopped while you're casting an ability and a little bit afterward, which I like. Is it worth it though? I think not. So we're just going to end the episode here, and next episode when we come back, we will have both the Luminite back and that skill not part of our repertoire. I'll probably get it eventually because having the free cast is in itself just valuable. But for now, that's going to do it for us. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves and everything you've seen here. We will be back next week with another episode. That feels really weird to say because I have to record the next one tomorrow and then 2 more after that. Oh. But I'm looking forward to it. I know I said I was going to go back to that one room and try to fight those guys again, but we've been recording for so long, I need to just go. I've got a bunch of gacha games to log in and get the daily stuff done. And Enfield is there too, calling my name. There's factory stuff that needs factorying. Yeah, that'll work. And it won't do it on its own. Believe you me. So with all that said, we will see you. And this smooth waiting room music next time.